tip is to go from above and get lots of light.
And when you look at his portraits, I mean, that's a big influence for me in the styling. He's a stylist, man. He's an incredible stylist, and the way he composes the frame. So a lot of the kind of still work I do, the fashion work, is looking at that perfect composition and that perfect attitude, and then when styling's a bit like painting in a way, where you get that composition and then you start to place, a hat or a bit of jewellery or a pair of gloves or something, and you place it around to fit the composition. So painting wise it's similar. You do a painting and you make a mark and you go, oh, that's good, and then you react, and, oh, it needs something over here and it needs something over here. And I find that's how I do the styling. It's like, oh, it needs something there, it needs something here, it needs something here. And so I work in building an image with layers, and that's why sometimes the styling is really simple and sometimes it seems a bit over the top with so many big things over it, but that's just because I'm building a composition. And I like to work with photographers that understand that, and Jamie Morgan understands that completely. He's a real classicist as well. So,
yeah, Jamie Morgan features Stadiumagazine.
Yeah.
It's a good interview with him.
Lovely. Yeah, Buffalo was very Petrie. Kind of. He built this team around him, friends, but also like-minded kind of creatives, but it was his vision, it was his eye, his attention to detail that got us all. He was just super cool and super stylish. And a completely multicultural, multi-faith, kind of sexuality kind of way of working. But actually making these images, they're quite classic. If you actually look at the composition of them, they're very classic. And then the one thing that it was all about was about the eyes. I said about my work, and you look at Ray's, you look at the Buffalo images, there's something going on in the eyes, and people think that Buffalo's all about young black kids looking tough. It's actually not. It's actually kind of kids from all different nationalities looking kind of sensitive.
So would you say that the political situation in London informed what you were doing with Buffalo?
Yeah, very much. It wasn't just Buffalo. The face, Neville. Quite kind of.
Neville Brody.
Neville Brody at the face, and he was coming up with his, super strong kind of propaganda-based typefaces. Which again was quite political, and then there was all these other things that are going on, like there was a really great emergence of the gay scene, but it was integrated with straight, so it wasn't just like, oh, there's the gay scene, suddenly everyone was going to the same place and it didn't matter what you were. So it was really great to so you had Lee Bowery and Body Map and John Mabry and Galliano and all these, and then in Paris with Gautier, and in Japan was Ray Kalkabu or Yoji Yamamoto, and we became all really tight. Became a tight group, and so we took that stance. But then, what Lee Bowery was doing was just as important as what we were doing, and we all loved what everyone else was doing.
Sure. So was that mainly kind of West London, or was that like?
No.
Was that like a reflection of the whole city?
It was a reflection of the whole city, I think.
And was it a reflection of kind of European sort of values?
Not quite. There were pockets in Paris. No, it wasn't really in Europe.
contemporary modern art.
Yeah, well, you know, that's a different thing. What they were concerned about,
Pop art, sorry.
yeah, in a way, yeah. What they were concerned about wasn't just about that raw physical making a mark. It was about society and consumerism, and about actually our obsession with fame. You know, all these things are completely great and completely worth investigating, and they've done it brilliantly. And then you take that through to even to Damien, who's you know, making work.
Damien Hirst.
Yeah, Damien Hirst, who makes work about our obsession with things, and so he'll make millions of dot paintings, and they're just not very interesting. But what is interesting about them is not the piece itself; it's people's obsession with the piece. I want one.